Day. Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show, where we deal with nothing but good vibes and positive energy, and where we stay true to ourselves and never, ever conform. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all rocking with the boy. I got loads of positive energy and good vibrations for you this morning. I'm feeling spectacular. You know what helps me out? Waking up and exercising. And the reason I wake up and exercise is because, now that I'm getting up there in age, not really, but I just feel like I didn't like the way my body was feeling in the morning, whether I was like cracking and popping and had to do all this stretching and it didn't feel good. So I started going to the gym in the morning and it's been helping me tremendously. So I suggest for your own health and your inner peace, working out helps. It gives me a good positive start to the day. So we're gonna start off this show. Actually, let me tell you about the show today. Today is Law 25 in my book we're talking about. The law is gonna be, the topic of the show is recognize a problematic situation when the problem is not yours. This is episode 155. Let's start with the positive affirmations, meditations, prayers, giving gratitude and thanks to set the tone for the show. We start like this. Universal God, Most High, Jah, Cosmic Intelligence, Great Architect. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today with inner peace. Thank you for insight, foresight. God, thank you for nourishment. God, thank you for love. God, thank you for great new experiences. God, thank you for allowing us to meet new people and get into new situations that will elevate our lives. God, thank you for moving us away from redundancy. God, thank you for moving us out of stagnation. And thank you for getting some motion in our lives to move towards positive results. God, thank you for abundance. God, thank you for affluence. Thank you for prosperity. Thank you for laughter. Thank you for filling all our mouths with laughter. Thank you for comedy. Thank you for good vibrations. God, thank you for good connections. God, thank you for putting us around the people to support us in the ways that we need. God, thank you for books. God, thank you for knowledge, information. Thank you for wisdom. Even thank you for entertainment that teaches us and helps us to relax even. God, thank you for allowing us to chill and relax when we need it. God, thank you for relieving our stress. God, thank you for our family members that love us and support us. Thank you for our friends that love us and support us. God, thank you for continuing to elevate our lives in all the best possible ways. And thank you for guiding us to the best possible results for our lives. Thank you for our spiritual growth. Thank you for today, tomorrow, yesterday, this year, next year. Thank you for blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. Thank you. Now let's start the show. Let's get into the book. And then, so you know the format. I'm going to talk, I'm going to read from the book, then I'm going to play a song, then I'm going to come back and shoot from the hip, kind of talking about the topic, then we'll get into a lot. It's going to be a good show. I appreciate y'all. My name is Cymarshall Law. I love y'all. Mr. Hip Hop in the Flesh. Let's start the show. Law 25. Recognize a problematic situation when the problem is not yours. Suppose you are in a heated argument with a person who obviously has interpersonal issues that now frustrate you. Whose problem is it? Many people who are not in the wrong take ownership of a problem that is not their own. If you are dealing with a liar, you can get mad at the liar and now have an issue of your own because you are now vexed. But the bottom line is, you are not the one with the problem. It is the liar who has the problem and inner demons to correct. We tend to get upset with people for their offensive behavior and work ourselves up in the process. We have to remember, not every battle is ours to fight, and some people only learn with time and experience of their own. Practice acknowledging when a problem is not your own, and release yourself from the threat of your own energy deteriorating. The verse, they lied. Verse 2. Nowadays, the media coming at you like a meteor. And as for life, it doesn't get easier. A master fact, life is not about what happens, it's about what happens after that. Your path a track, we all got choices. Will you listen to outside or inner voices? A lot of it lame, should I bottle the pain? We gotta fight our war smart, using knowledge and brain. This isn't fair. My brother, that's no question. Every day my people are marching and protesting. And every time I think we progressing, another young black man killed, there's no resting. Sometimes the world looks evil, so I teach my kids to be good people. Lighting a flame inspires my aim. We gotta fight for justice, not cry and complain. The breakdown. 1. Nowadays the media coming at you like a meteor. And as for life, it doesn't get easier. A master fact. I start off here with 3 words: media, meteor, and meteor. I think those 3 words sound similar, and they help illustrate a fuller point. A meteor is obviously very dangerous, just like the media can be when we allow ourselves to get wrapped up in the news that may never affect us if we don't obsess over it. 2. Life is not about what happens, it's about what happens after that. Your path, the track. We all got choices. Will you listen to outside or inner voices? A lot of it lame, should I bottle the pain? Situations occur every day. This we can't change. However, we can own what happens after a situation by using our newly found experience to help dictate our life's path when we realize not every problem is ours to solve. Depending on how we move or do not move after a problem occurs can more often than not resolve the issues most optimally. 3. We gotta fight our war smart, using knowledge and brain. This isn't fair. My brother, that's no question. Every day my people are marching and protesting. And every time I think we progressing, another young black man killed, there's no resting. When racists attack, it is hard not to take it personally as a person of color. However, if we attack in the same exact way we were attacked, we make the racist problem become our own on every level. And as much as I advise recognizing when a problem is not yours, the opposite also applies. As a problem unresolved remains and grows. As a people, when is marching and protesting not enough? Rioting never brought anyone's life back either. Part of life is recognizing a problem, then deciding if the problem is yours to deal with or not. After discovering if the problems are yours, choose the most intelligent way to deal with the issue. 4. Sometimes the world looks evil, so I teach my kids to be good people. Lighting a flame inspires my aim. We gotta fight for justice, not cry and complain. Our greatest weapon will always be knowledge. And when people provide someone with a vast imagination this knowledge, anything becomes possible. Children have extraordinary imaginations, so providing them with knowledge is very powerful. I've always felt it necessary to teach my kids why it's crucial to be good people. How to be a good person is debatable. However, I think why you should be a good person is less of a debate.
Yow, yow, yow. You got your tickets. The Freedom Express line's about to take off. Hell yeah, we want universal health care and see people faring well off welfare. It's not impossible. I don't wanna have to have insurance to go to the hospital. It don't seem right, but in the face of evil, I come tighter than the seats on a cheap flight first. So the place in my mind is the story of how I came from behind. If not me, I'm next to the best. V came more when I was meant to be less. V came right when I was meant to be left. Forgotten about, but I'm stopping the doubt. On the rhythm, the opposition, I'm knocking them out. Complaining never solved the thing, so I'm not gonna pout. Mind state, if or not, I could be free. I could always look inside and find Zion in me. In my Zion land, I want to be free. On my Zion land, I want to be me. Want the truth to be all that you can see, and the youth to be all that they can be. Every soul is connected, and we family. Was taught to fight for mine and not flee. I deserve more. I've paid every fee to every door in life. I have the key. Every soul is connected, and we family. It's a shame what's in your face you can't see. Can't tell who your friend and who the enemy. The world is corrupt, full of greed and jealousy. What's past, you know it's done. Though we started under, we can overcome. I won't fold and run. Every morning I rise like the golden sun. Studied street thugs to the Dalai Lama. I'm found in my own mind the key to Nirvana. Don't point to blame. I told when I rap, sidify anything holding me back. I'll get what I'm giving you. See, I'm on a mission to be the greatest vision of me. Careful, no move I can take back. And what happened in the future, I create that. In my Zion land, I want to be free. On my Zion land, I want to be me. Want the truth to be all that you can see, and the youth to be all that they can be. Every soul is connected, and we family. Was taught to fight for mine and not flee. I deserve more. I've paid every fee to every door in life. I have the key. Wanna live and carry on. I don't wanna be looked at as a crook by dirty Babylon. Evil will prey on the peaceful. Watch out for snakes and fakes deceitful. Some people pose power but feeble. Know that any real head look and you see through. So I'll sing it in my song. What's true can't die, it'll survive on. Whatever I want, I'll make it happen. Life is a ship in which I am the captain. Seize every opportunity. Since 2 or 3, I've been doing me. It's my choice if I have a life, and I'm the one who's gonna make it a hell of paradise. I'm the man, let me try a plan. Come with me on a journey to Zion land. In my Zion land, I want to be free. On my Zion land, I want to be me. Want the truth to be all that you can see, and the youth to be all that they can be. Every soul is connected, and we family. Was taught to fight for mine and not flee. I deserve more. I've paid every fee to every door in life. I have the key. Tickets. Everyone, show your tickets. One stop. Freedom Express line. Let's go.
Yeah. My name is Cymarshall. If you're enjoying the show, please subscribe, share it with your people. I appreciate y'all 1,000%. Check out the websites hiphopintheflesh.com and cyvision.online, where you can get all the merch your heart desires. Excuse me. So, yeah, talking about this topic, which is recognize a problematic situation when the problem is not yours. During that song, I was thinking about empathy, because it has a lot to do with the topic. So for those who might not know what empathy is, a lot of y'all probably do, but empathy is the ability to understand and share feelings of another person. It's really fundamental it's a fundamental aspect of like human social interaction, and it plays a critical role in recognizing problematic situations that do not directly affect us. So the reason I bring up empathy is because, the topic is recognize a problematic situation when it's not your own. But that is not to say if the problematic situation is not directly your own, you still shouldn't have some empathy towards that situation. And I feel like a lot of people, some days the world feels really cold, and I feel like it can be like that because people are low on their empathy. They see a situation and they feel it has nothing to do with them. But those situations are not what I'm talking about, because I tend to feel like if there's a problem in the world, if there's an injustice for one person, then that injustice should be a problem for all of us. So I'm not talking about it like that, because in those situations you absolutely should have empathy. I'm more on about if someone has something critically wrong in their own character and they're trying to project it onto you. Recognize when they have their internal demon or issue and it's not yours. A lot of times people see other people with internal demons or problems and they take them on as their own, because energy transfers. And then, sometimes when someone else is having a problem and you go ahead and stick your nose in the problem, you create a whole problem for yourself. And not only that, you make their problem worse. Someone recently told me about a couple that was having issues, and the mom was getting involved in the couple's issues. Now, I know that, she loves her kid in the situation that's going through it, but that was a problem that wasn't her own. And because she's now sticking herself in the situation, let's say she doesn't give the right advice. Let's say she has her own issues. that she's dealing with. She's bitter, she's angry, and I'm talking about the parent. So now the parent sticking their nose in their child's affairs and businesses when it has to do with their partner, and then giving the wrong information based off of their own experiences or how they internally feel. And then, the situation ends up bad because they took advice from someone who shouldn't have been making their problem their own. And then we've seen this play out a million times. And it's just like, at what point do you back up from someone trying to solve your issue that you haven't asked them to solve your issue? It's like sometimes people they feed off of drama. They just want some type of involvement. They want to. If you've ever had a problem and then someone's been a bit too excited to hear about your problem, you should probably step back from that person. Those are the type of people that thrive on other people having problems because it gives their own life entertainment. But see, the issue with that is that when you're craving drama, even though if that's not what you're saying, you definitely appear to be craving drama because you're all up in other people's problems. Life has a way of attracting like energy. So if you're going around sticking your nose in other people's problems and situations, life will give you a couple of your own. So you better calm all that down because the energy you're looking for is always looking for you too. Remember that. And then there are times where you're focused on the problems of other people, but because you're so focused on the problems of other people, your own problems are going undetected. Your own problems are going undetected. You're just so focused on what your friend got going on or what your enemy got going on or what the celebrity got going on. You're not recognizing your own character flaws. You're so busy focused on who's doing what on social media, following this man, that woman. You're missing your own flaws because you're too focused on what everybody else has going on. I see it every day, all day. And one of my favorite quotes, comparison is the thief of joy. So whether you're comparing your problems to someone else's problems or their successes to your successes, it's always best to focus on what you have going on. If you focus on you, then maybe you can help some other people with their problems if they want you to. But other times, they might be trying to give you their problem so they can go and do their thing because people do that. They dump their problems on you so they can have more time for whatever they need to do, whether that's make even more problems that they're going to come back and give to you so you can solve their problems and keep moving on. But I'm telling you, this is your life, and how you control it or don't control it, at the end of the day, that's going to be on you. And I'm telling you right now, people will damn sure try to give you their problems. So you have to recognize when a problem is not your own. And that could be someone's attitude. It could be anything. They could be requesting your time and making a whole problem out of it from them being careless about their time or the things they didn't take care of. Just understand when a problem is not your own. You don't have to be Captain Save Everybody all the time. Save yourself sometimes. Please. For us. We love you and we need you because you're the shh. You already know. So yeah, we're going to get into another joint and then we're going to come back with a few things. Movie of the day, book of the day, quote of the day. You know how we get down here at the Cymarshall Law Show where we, never conform and stay true to ourselves. So we'll be right back. Love y'all. Let's go. New Talib Kweli and J. Rawls, The Confidence of Knowing. Breath, eyes, memory.
It's necessary.
3 cheers for your patience, this was years in the making. I stripped the bed naked, dodged the fears and the hatred. Let me peel back the layers, you're only here for the greatness. I ain't here to be your savior, you should save the tears for later. Now let's be clear, I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm from the future like DeLorean, but ancient as Gregorian calendars with the leap years. Rappers fishy here to seafair, sensitive as be here. Move along, nothing to see here. These pop acts is going flat like a can of soda. It's a fact, I keep it black while they whitewash it like Sammy Sosa. The white supremacist nemesis, I'll be standing over the corpses of all the corporate bosses cause they can't control us. They yelling Jaguar right, I'm like, I prefer the Land Rover. Plus that Cougar wrong and a man know it. They bootlicking for master, pushing his plan forward. Well, this man is over, let's hand him over to cancel culture. This is my therapy, I'm very much alive. I'm searching for the truth, so the liars try to bury me. A threat to my enemies, they after my breath, eyes, memory. This is my therapy, I'm very much alive. I'm searching for the truth, so the liars try to bury me. A threat to my enemies, they after my breath, eyes, memory. Please, the words of lies never worry me. Facts over hype, I'm always fighting the hyperbole. My flow impossible, you fake as the burgers be. It's a state of emergency, the state wanna murder me. Laid back with a sense of urgency. If I let you subcultural currency, that's a courtesy. You deuce ex machina, rewire the circuitry. Brooklyn rappers known to steal the show, the flow is burglary. They want my spot so bad that it hurts. Too late, I was here first. You never put in the work, plus I'm better than you in life. I get better with every verse. You justice forever cursed, cause y'all fake as a pleather purse. Red alert, foundational to the native tongues. This is a song of defiance. Yep, that's a quote from Native Son. I get busy on native drums. She a fine young cannibal. America so hungry that she ate a young. This is my therapy, I'm very much alive. I'm searching for the truth, so the liars try to bury me. A threat to my enemies, they after my breath, eyes, memory. This is my therapy, I'm very much alive. I'm searching for the truth, so the liars try to bury me. A threat to my enemies, they after my breath, eyes, memory.
Cymarshall law back in the spot. Day. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. The book of the week and movie of the week, they're one and the same. And it's a movie I just recently watched. It came out in 2006. And it's crazy that I just recently watched this movie because my last album has the same name. Shout out to Craig Mosher when he interviewed me last year on his podcast, and we spoke about this movie because my album has the same name. He asked me if I'd ever seen the movie, and I said no. So I finally got around to watching the movie, and I thought it was spectacular. I felt that it was a movie that had me written all over it. The fact that I had never seen it and only saw it recently, I think is a good thing because I understood it more now. So to stop, dragging out, the movie is The Peaceful Warrior. And the movie stars Nick Nolte. Came out in 2006. And it's based on a true story. There was a book that came before it. The book came out in 1980, actually. It's a novel called Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman. Dan is... Well, let me just tell you the plot of the book. You should definitely go out and watch this. Read it. If you're a reader, read it. If you're more of someone who watches things, check out the movie. So the plot. The film follows Dan Millman. Oh, and to just let you know how this correlates and connects to the topic. So the topic is recognize when a problematic situation is not your own. So in this movie, the main character, Dan Millman, he recognized a problem that was his own. He could have pointed multiple directions as to why he was having these issues in his life, but he was able to recognize the problem when it was his own. So the film follows Dan Millman, a talented college gymnast at UC Berkeley, who dreams of winning a national championship. Despite his success, Dan feels unfulfilled and restless. His life takes a turn when he meets a mysterious gas station attendant, who he nicknames Socrates. Socrates becomes Dan's spiritual guide, teaching him to live in the present moment and find inner peace. Through a series of lessons and challenges, Dan learns to appreciate the journey rather than just the destination. The movie explores themes of mindfulness, personal growth, and the importance of living in the present. It's also a book, like I said earlier, so that's going to be my book and movie of the week. Definitely check those out and come back and let me know what you think about the Peaceful Warrior movie. So we're going to get into the quote of the day, and that quote is by none other than the great James Baldwin, who I have a picture of behind me in the studio with Nina Simone with two big smiles. So James Baldwin's quote goes like this: recognizing a problem doesn't always bring a solution, but until we recognize that problem, there can be no solution. One more time for the people in the back. Recognizing a problem doesn't always bring a solution, but until we recognize that problem, there can be no solution. James Baldwin. My name is Cymarshall Law. This has been another episode of the Cymarshall Law Show. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us. Stay blessed. Until next time. Peace.
I will crush them like a shell and
Love.
send them to hell. Whoa. The people will
And positive
rebel
energy.
someday. The ghetto youths will propel someday. The youths them will rebel someday. Yeah. Whoa. What's all these coke are for? And all these guns and all these wars. What all these things are for? Can't even know what's going on. Well, can you see? The whole world is in problem, yeah. No one seems to can solve them all. Only Rasta can resolve them, whoa. Well, judgment Rasta now evolve them. Just when them know again. What's up with Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, and O.J. Simpson? Oh, this Redden, what's up with Eden? Yo, Kobe Bryant, walk on, my son. What's up with Biggie and Tupac? What's up with that? What's up with 50 now to do so clap back? What's up with that, son? Wow. Whole world is in problem, and no one seems to can solve them now. Whole world is in problem. Don't the Rastafari can revive them, yeah. The whole world is in problem. No one seems to can solve them, whoa. Whole world is in problem, whoa. What's up with all these problems, child? Well, Mama Earth would love to see her sons and her daughters living in unity, collectively, collective security for surety, and cleanliness for purity. Whoa, world is in problem. No one can solve it. World is in problem. It's only Rastafari. So I tell my ghetto youth, say clean hands and pure in heart. Be careful of the road that you walk, wow. And be careful of the words that you talk.